No trap. Good. What is this? Why do I keep getting these great abilities right off the bat? Mm. The boost from having the extra infernal isn't nearly as mandatory. It's still probably by far the best trait for Destruction Warlock, but having that extra haste of 19% now, and I could have 39%. The stamina isn't an issue here. Enemies have increased health and whatever. Um, I'm gonna go with the haste. I'm gonna go with the free haste at sacrificing 10% stamina. I think that's the call here. One Marat down. And one Ascendant. If this was Twisting Corridors and I was expecting to go 3 times the number of floors, I would definitely not have chosen to reduce my stamina. Thank you much, Helena, for the hosting. Death. Death. Let's see. Mara dies. Random spot on my monitor. Agent must die first because their fear is obnoxious. And we got a Bastion person. Potential new follower. Let's see. Hala. I do not recall having encountered that name before. Help get family sword. That's promising. This might be a new follower. You think you can challenge me on floor 1? Slaughter another Marat. Gonna sneak around and get the binder. 2 a week? Possibly. I mean, this week, I don't know what it was like for other covenants, but for Kyrian, we got one from Renown. So I don't know if that one counts toward the number or not. And Scouting Tithe reduction by 6 seconds. Or 5. Well, I'll take the reduce so that I can do more Havoc Scouring Tithe combos. Well, we'll certainly find out when I find the family sword, won't we? Oh no, my soul has been ripped. What a horrible nightmare. Whatever will I do? Oh, I'm fine. Little did you know, you tried to rip the soul of a warlock. I don't have one. Ha ha ha. Scouring Tithe, Spirit damage increased. And Infernal cooldown reduced. Because anything that says the word corruption in it is not an ability for destruction. I don't care that Blizzard gave us the ability back. It is worthless. It does not contribute. Oh, yeah, I did that yesterday. That's, that, event is... What is it? what was it called? The Shade Hounds. Yeah. It's always worth it for that random chance. I got jebaited today or yesterday when I did it because I got the item for the quest line and I totally thought it was the mount, and you know, it got my hopes up just to dash and say, here's some gold. Because, you know, what do you mean you're already exalted with Venari? What do you mean you're not some sort of pleb that only does the bare minimum? I mean, although technically I did just do the bare minimum. Just consistently. I wonder if the trick that I discovered works here. Let me just pull this Ascended away first. You're in my way. Surprisingly, Layer 4 was easier than Layer 3. Yeah, riddle me that one. Put you on passive, and let's see. I don't know why. Why does this work? This is the third time I've intentionally pulled the elites this way. Why does this work? You saw that. I just pulled him straight through the other one, and he was just like, oh, I guess you're running off there, friend. Why does this work? You know, I'm probably looking way too far into it, and I should just keep it to myself so that Blizzard doesn't patch it and make it not work. You know, like smart people. Instead of blasting it about online for a whole bunch of various people to be able to see and repeat the same trick or something. Another orb right here. La 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 la. Well, those are both awful options for this particular one. I'll take File of Light. Because the shield, based on how much Phantasma you pick up, really just isn't that useful in these runs. It's not as good as it sounds, unless you have, like, something that's giving you tons and tons of Phantasma consistently. Like if every time you cast Chaos Bolt, you get 35 of it. But, you know, it's only ones that you loot, so even that doesn't really apply. Is just not that great an ability. Up, and my first Tormented Soul of the run. Precisely. My Voidwalker is a better barrier than the currency shield. Especially when I get him to 1.7 million HP. And doing sufficient damage to out DPS a ridiculous Felguard. Oh yeah, definitely. Chaos Bolt. Silly maw rats. Channel demon fires for your face. 2% int. Yay! there's the sword. Moment of truth! That doesn't look like a sword from Bastion. Wait for it. Wait for it. Up! There it is! 300 Phantasma, or I will take 10 Soul Remnants, because 10%. Ha la la! Fantastic. I mean, yeah, I could do that, but the worst this one's gonna do is fear my guy and then get hit by my Mortal Coil just in time for the Voidwalker to come back, so it's really not that big a deal. It was floor 1, so if it was a higher floor, I probably would also kill the boss before releasing the follower. I could double stack and make Scouring Tithe do 150% more damage, or I could prevent enemies from targeting me in range. Or I could kill Marats instantly with Fear. This is only good if it's combined with the one that makes Shadow Fury's cooldown get reduced by how many Marats you kill. Probably that. Make this arcane ability just hit like a truck. To the next floor! One could even say onward and upward! I am so glad that I can jump, because last time I was in Coldheart Interstitia, during my Twisting Corridors run, I came to this jump and got really spooked because I couldn't jump. Because I had that ability that gave me 30% int in exchange for my ability to jump. Hehehehe. Like a meteor metaphorically, or like a meteor literally? Because fire. Ha! Ha ha! Ha! Yeah, metaphorically. No. Don't do damage to me. Deal with the Voidwalker. The Voidwalker is clearly the superior threat to you. Pay no attention to the little goblin in the back throwing bolts of pure hatred at you. Just in case he ever dies, so I can just go, and you're back. Hey, look at that! Fell domination is now completely irrelevant! I love anima powers that absolutely make my cooldowns irrelevant. Yeah, my prime choice of mage would be arcane as well, but I don't have time for things like mages, because I don't have much time for even alts of my warlocks, because life has decided we're gonna be annoying. Oh well. And then a random fallen angel tries to crash on top of your face, and you're like, slide to the left. Actually, I believe that was a shimmy right, but you know. Sachet left! It's funny because the latest video on that just went up on my YouTube channel was us versus Heroic Council of Blood, so you know. Prance forward, etc. Fun fight. Free haste, woo! Yay! Yeah, I'm noticing that every piece of gear I get is literally raising my item level by exactly 1. It's really odd. Yeah, I still have an 84 and a 90 holding my item level back. The gear drops in Shadowlands are just really, really limited right now. Hopefully we're going to get some sort of Valor token system or something to correct it, but, you know, it's going to be nothing more than a band-aid until the next problem. Night Fae. No, you don't. Come back here, ambusher. You're going to die like all the others. And down you go. Whee! Yep. Drop rates are currently absolutely trash. Mercifully, the Great Fault is at least useful, wherein you're pretty much guaranteed to get a piece of gear you'll at least use. I don't know about later on, but for now, that is the case. Oh, the anime issue is the other big sticking point right now with Shadowlands. Everything is so expensive, and it's a massive effort just to get a minor amount of anima. I don't want to be on the edge with this guy. Well, I'm screwed. Because I'm going to get feared into something, and then he's going to do his big blast. There's that. Sure, let's pull the rest of the room because obnoxious every single thing has to have a fear. If I was not in that. I was not in that swirl, and the game knows it, and they screwed me over because of it anyway. And this is why we target the agents first, and we blow them up, because they suck. Because giving mobs fear effects does not equate to challenging gameplay. It equates to irritating gameplay. These are not the same thing. At least it wasn't twisting corners when I was when I had this happen. Otherwise, it'd be like 5 times as punishing. And I don't have any movement speed boosts because, yeah. I know. I mean, sure, they kind of smoothed it over by they're affected by any sort of CC, but, you know, when they just keep casting it, it kind of doesn't matter. Although, realistically, that was just bad timing on the automaton coming down. Go away. I want to be here for when he does that knockback that I can't do anything about unless I do this. Nope. Watch, this comes out of stun and immediately casts Thundering Stomp. Yep. That's the issue that Warlocks deal with constantly, is that our non-interrupts don't actually interrupt. They just delay. Which sometimes, like in that case, is good enough, but other times, such as in BFA, it just isn't good enough. 10% intellect, or your spells and attacks have a chance to grant 35% haste for 15 seconds. Intellect, haste. Intellect, haste. Haste. Definitely. I just want to see how much damage this is going to take for. Oh my gosh. Their health was just vanishing. I mean, technically I get more value out of intellect currently, but more haste just feels better, because being able to actually cast my spells as quickly as I want to, having Chaos Bolt at 2 seconds is just, it feels better than Chaos Bolt hitting 10% harder or whatever. I want to mash my keys and have them actually do something, instead of press Chaos Bolt, wait 3 seconds, do X damage, repeat. Ah! Plus, the intellect points will come. I mean, I already have a passive 15% bonus already. Prowler and loot and move on. Woo! Binder, Javelineer. I'll take out the Javelineer first because they're going to target me directly, whereas the other one is a melee and will, well, it's a caster, but you know, if I attacked the Binder, the Javelineer would just keep throwing them at me. And Voidwalker decides to go full stupid and chase after the Marat instead of going after the actual target. Sometimes. Oh, Agent has to die first. Nice. And ascended, so I don't have to worry about the boss fearing. Here, have an Infernal. Here, have a couple of Chaos Bolts. Oh, now we're cooking with Felfire. There's the 47+% haste. Hmm. 34 seconds. So if I take this one again, now Scouring Tithe is 28-second cooldown and Havoc is 30, which means I will be able to use them both together every single time they come off cooldown. Which is from what I've seen in my experiences here, that combo of Havoc, Scouring Tithe, because because Warlock gets a full 5 soul shards if the target dies while having it on there, it's just so worth it because you can single target with Chaos Bolt, nuke down one, get the full 5, immediate rain of fire Chaos Bolt into the other, killing it usually, and then move on to the next pack with a full 5 shards. Coupled with that, if you have the Anima ability that gives you Phantasma every single time you cast Chaos Bolt, that's 4 Chaos Bolt. That's actually 5 Chaos Bolts worth of shards that you can then get Phantasma off of, which can be any multiple of 5 depending on the number of ranks you have. It's fantastic. Da, 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 da. Free souls. Free the souls. Boss is going to be the worm, which is not that big of a threat. It's just a little beefy boy that has a lot of health. Always take the cheapie. And then always take the random. Like, these two are mandatory first priority. Then to look through here, like, bam, I didn't pick this at the beginning. I could get this right now. Oh, Glutton's Guys. That's the one I was talking about. Chaos Bolt grants 5 Phantasma. Twisting Corridors, you get like 2-3 stacks of this really early on. You are set for the entire run as far as purchasing is concerned. Summon Demon has 50% more health. This is more useful for Twisting Corridors. It would be good now, but because I'm already halfway through this entire run and it's not really... Torghast doesn't become a threat at this point at my item level until it's like over floor 12. Then it starts to be a threat. Emergency button, demon damage, random fire critical strike. That not a good ability. You pick this only if you have to. Crit damage and healing. That's decent. And then of course the Ravenous Anima Cell. This would be your last choice of things to purchase if there's nothing else to get, because the abilities you get from it are so-so at best. I'm gonna go with the Signet. That takes all of my Phantasma, but it's so much more worth it. This is awful, never take it. And Soul Revenant Blessing increases pet damage by 200%. This is just not that good. Like, honestly, I'm going to take the 150 Phantasma out of those 3 options and go buy something that's better. 150, I don't want that, I don't want that. I don't need that. That's too expensive. Probably my crit damage and healing, and then I'll just hang on to the rest. Anyway, Anima Cells. Haste by 9%. I never use Demonic Circle Teleport except in very specific instances, but never in combat. It's always to just get back somewhere really quickly. Again with this one, but oh my gosh. Blood Gorge Leech. You want this ability as a Destro, as I would say as any caster. Stack up 2 to 3 of these as top choice. I would heavily consider taking the Leech over even the Signet that gives me extra Infernals when I cast Summon Infernal. It's just that good at being able to stay alive. Especially for Twisting Corridor. Boop. Boop. I know, I havocked without using Scouring Tithe, but there was such a long way to the next mob. Already back at 100. Silly. Let's see. I think I can pull you alone. Yes. These Monstrous Guardians look scary. Their major ability is that they do more damage to you if you move. That's really it. So if you're a caster, you just kind of stand still and blast away and you're fine. Yo! Ascended Agent Guardian. Agent, die first. Die! No. Just World of Warcraft today. Just gonna truck through my Torghasts. Ascended Javelier, Ascended Binder, Guardian Binder. No problems here. No. You fail to understand. Those kind of games I normally play. Hasn't started yet. Training starts tomorrow for it. Yeah, I don't expect that I'll start the tutoring job officially tomorrow. No, we didn't kill the boss after Sludgefist. That one took too long, and we only got a couple of pulls on the generals. That's probably what they'll end up working on Thursday, but I will be late on Thursday because job training that goes until 6. No, don't pay attention to me, Automaton. You keep focusing on that very, very scary blueberry. And his big dumb face. Haha, you fool! It was all part of my master plan to keep you from attacking me. Ha 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 ha! I just wish I had money, which unfortunately necessitated the job. Okay, I don't understand why when it stuns you, it teleports you to the middle of the circle. That makes no sense. I guess we're playing this game again of let's throw all of the CC effects on the Warlock at the same time. Die! Die, all of you! I ain't healing him, I'm just gonna summon a new one. Yeah, it's been kind of a pain waiting for those checks to come through. Oh my gosh, stop tracking me with that. You're not supposed to track. Binder ascended. I'll take out the binder first. Pew. Free ability. Yes. More Chaos Bolt damage, please. Critical strike rating directly contributes to Chaos Bolt damage. Because Chaos Bolt always crits. Big numbers. Ha. Ha. Terrible joke. The Chaos Bolt struck for over 9,000! You're welcome for being reminded that that was a thing. Well, this is an awful choice. Something that does absolutely nothing because I'm going to kill everything anyway. Or 75 Phantasma. Yay, currency. Well, That was the easiest I have ever solved that puzzle. Did somebody say 3 infernals per cast? Don't you love going for your water, thinking it might not be full, and then finding that it is actually completely full? Ha! Ha ha! Yes. It could have been 4, but I didn't take the one at the very beginning. Crap. Let's stack all the CCs. You can't move. Now you're guaranteed to be stunned. This is the one I would normally pick if this was twisting corridors and I had to go for another 14 floors. But because I only have 2, I'm going to go for this to do damage to be able to kill things faster. No. Everyone just stops moving. And gets fire to the face. Fire to the face! Die! Die! Death! And free intelligence boost. Woo! Okay, so it's the Javelineers that are even more annoying. By now they throw nets. I don't recall that being a thing that they threw nets, but okay. And another ascended as a floor boss. Fantastic. Oh, I've got a lovely bunch of chaos bolts, deedly-dee, and here they go, all straight in a row. Blam, blam, blam! Worthless because of corruption. Worthless because it's based around the 5-minute cooldown, so I will take the Roaring Blaze talent for my single target damage. No traps, no traps. Ambusher? Yet to be seen. Maybe. Oh, I want the agent. Now the scout can die. Oof. Is it gonna work again? It completely baffles me how this strategy keeps working. Like, I guarantee you, if I had pulled this guy, it would have pulled the entire room. But I pulled the one in the back that you think would have pulled more things, and he just runs over by himself. I don't get it. Free ability. Yeah, I'll take reverse entropy, which will then allow me to take internal combustion as well. Orb of replenishment would not be too bad. Free healing orbs on various elites and bosses. Such as right there. Mmm, 155% haste. Yum, 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 yum. Chaos Bolt in a second. 1.3 seconds to be exact. Oh, to get Chaos Bolt down to be an instant cast one day. Oh, yeah, that's totally not a mob. And that's totally not a mob. Being zoomed in like that when I got knocked really spooked me. I'm just going to point that out. I'm not going to do that again. Because I was sure that I was out of the swirl. And I wasn't. That continues on, and that's a dead end. So we'll go for the trap. Oh no! Oh no! Whatever will I do? It's not like I don't have Shadow Fury prepared for both of you. Summon Demon, increased damage. +1 int. +1% int to me. Guardian. Looks like we have a Venthyr. And 1 more percent intellect, 24 now. And more free Phantasma. Woo! Marats never drop loot unless they're the greater Marats, so there's no reason chasing after them to try and loot them. Probably their best use is to keep you in combat so you don't lose resources like soul shards between fights. And that's the last one of those. This looks like a very, very familiar setup. Passive on him. All the things. And just guardians from here. Probably actually take both of them. Perfect. He probably is looking for pendant or something, either that or a fellow Venthyr that'll they're always toward the end of the particular floor. So I expect it down in this area. Javelineer, Guardian, Scout. I can take them all at the same time without having a single target focus. First rain of fire of the run. I think. Pretty sure it's the first one. Death. Haha. Always check everywhere. You never know when you're going to find that one extra anima cell that gives you your 4th Infernal. Or equivalent based on whatever class you happen to be playing at the time. We got Binder, Scout, something else. Binder, Scout, Guardian, Agent. Ascended, Triple Guardians, Winged Automaton. And we got a ways to go before the boss, so I'm going to actually use Infernal to kill 6 units all at the same time. These kind of pulls are nasty if you get this late in your run on Twisting Corridor. Oh, look at that. Orb was actually useful. Fantastic. Something I have noticed recently this week, there's a significant lack of the rare elites that give special abilities when you kill them. I haven't seen nearly as many as before. So I think Blizzard tweaked that as like a either a hot fix or just a behind the scenes unannounced change. I don't know how I feel about that because I really liked I liked Torghast exactly the way it is / was, and I really don't want to see that many changes to it, to be honest. Except for, you know, additions to make it continuously actually worth doing, because I fully intend to stop doing Twisted Corridors the minute I beat Layer 8, because why? There's no reason to. There's no reason to even do it on alts, because all of the rewards are account-wide. So it's really just a challenge mode. You do it once you're done.
That's easy.
Yay, we got your medallion. Woo!
Thank you for your assistance.
Spells and attacks have a chance to grant you free bonus damage to Chaos Bolt. And Javelineer as the Empowered. It's okay. Have fun with 4 Infernals. Oh no. Somebody say 5 Infernals? Floor 6. Final purchases and Decay Speaker. Always buy the cheap. I will get both plundered. I don't really need that. That's worthless at this point. I'm gonna get the winds for more haste. Blood Gorge Leech just because. And more demon damage. Perfect. Versatility, because there's only one target to be a new target to hit. Mastery, because I already have 1 Orb of Replenishment. And because it offered it to me for the giggles, Soul Platter, where now all 5 of my summoned Infernals will last a full minute. And if all 5 of them consume 5 of my Soul Remnant Blessings, they will do double damage. 2 of them did. Don't mind as I just sit here and cast Chaos Bolt for the rest of the fight. And I'm not kidding. I am literally going to stand here, and my shard generation is so great that I casted Chaos Bolt until it was dead. 570 Soul Ash. GG. Ah. Just me and the Goon Squad. Goon Squad, Brute Squad, whatever. On to the next one.